welcome to the chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss about the liquid solution classification, which is based on the Raoult's law. In our last class we discussed about the Raoult's law. Okay. So here we are discussing about the classification of the liquid solution, which is based on the Raoult's law. So here the liquid solution, as I said you, whenever the two liquids are adding, those two liquids are volatile in nature and they are going to form a binary solution. Okay. So here there are two types of the solution. One is ideal solution, one more is non-ideal solution. Clear? So ideal means, we also say many times he is a ideal student, and many personalities we are taking as ideal personalities. So ideal is means which obeys certain things, which obeys certain things. So here when we come to the our division, that is our classification, ideal solution means the solution which obeys the Raoult's law over the entire range of the concentration. It means that solution is going to obey the Raoult's law. What is the definition of the ideal solution? Ideal solution is a solution which obeys Raoult's law over the entire range of concentration. Okay. It will going to obey the Raoult's law over the entire range of the concentration. You may vary the concentration also, it will going to obey the Raoult's law. This is the first point. And here in case of non-ideal solution, exactly opposite, the solution which does not obey the Raoult's law. Which does not obey the Raoult's law. So second point, here change in enthalpy delta H mixing is equals to 0, and here change in enthalpy after mixing is not equals to 0. So what is the meaning of this? Let me tell you. So as we are taking two solutions, two liquids, you can take, suppose this is the liquid 1 and here it is a liquid 2. Okay. This liquid having the AA interactions, this liquid is having the AA interaction, while this liquid is having the AB interaction. So when I am mixing these two, why we are taking the closed container? Because it is a volatile. It is a volatile. So when I am mixing these two, what happens? There is a AB interactions. There is a AB interaction. Let me tell you, AA mixing with BB, there is a formation of AB types of the interaction. There is a formation of the AB types of the interaction. Okay. So let us consider AA interactions reacting with BB interaction. It means we need to break this one. In order to break this bond, we are supplying certain amount of the energy. Let us consider 20 joules. Let us consider 20 joules. And here similarly for BB interactions, we are providing the 20 joules as a energy in order to break it. Okay. And this is plus 20. Why? Because we are providing. So when there is a new bonds are forming, this will going to release the energy. This will going to release the endothermic, this is the exothermic. In order to break the bond, we have to supply the energy. Okay, so when I am supplying 20 joules and 20 joules for these two interactions, there is a formation of the new interaction AB, and it will going to release at around 40 joules of energy, that is minus 40. Here plus 40, minus 40, that is a change after mixing, change in enthalpy will be 0 because it is plus 40 minus 40 which is equals to 0. After mixing these two, the change in enthalpy will be 0. That is what we called as change in enthalpy mixing, that is delta H mixing. After mixing, the change in enthalpy will be 0 in case of ideal solution. But here in case of non-ideal solution, it is not at all 0. It is not at all 0. It may be, it is not equal to 0 means it may be greater or it may be lesser, okay, but it is not equals to 0. So next point. Delta V mixing is equals to 0. Here delta V mixing is not equals to 0. It means there is no change in the volume. So when I am taking, suppose this is a liquid 1 and this is the liquid 2, when I am mixing these two, suppose you consider this is I am taking 10 cm3 volume and here the B I am taking 10 cm3. Whenever I am going to add these two, it must be 20 itself. It must be 20 itself. It means we can say that there is no change in the volume after mixing. It means both are 10 10 means 20 will be the total volume. So we can say that the change in the volume after mixing is 0. But in case of non-ideal solution, it is not equals to 0. Either it may be greater or it may be lesser, but it is not equals to 0. So this is the third point. And here the total pressure is the sum of the partial pressures of the two components P1 and P2. Suppose these are the two liquids which are exerting P1 and P2 are the pressure. So this is the binary solution. The P total, if I consider here, means that is equals to P1 plus P2. But in case of non-ideal, P total is not equals to P1 plus P2. Okay, here it is not equals to P1 plus P2. And next, intermolecular or intermolecular attractive forces, intermolecular attractive forces of AA and BB are nearly equals to intermolecular forces of AB. It means whatever the intermolecular interaction between AA and BB are occurring, similarly that is nearly equals to the intermolecular attractive forces of AB. It means those seems to be nearer. It means whatever the intermolecular attraction is present in between AA, that is AA interaction, and BB interaction is nearly equals to AB interaction. But in case of our non-ideal solution, it is not equals to AB interaction. It is not equals to the AB interaction. And then let me go for the one example. Here example of the solution which is showing the ideal behavior. You can take ethyl bromide and ethyl chloride. Ethyl bromide and ethyl chloride, or else N-hexane and N-heptane. So these are the example for the ideal solution, and for non-ideal solution I will tell you later, because again the non-ideal solution is divided into two categories. And one more thing, we can able to draw the difference, we can able to give one more difference by drawing the graphical representation. As you know, the graphical representation consisting of the See here, two components are there, okay, and here it will be a mole fraction. Whatever the graph I am drawing now, that is for the ideal solution, that is for the ideal solution. Let me draw here. So this is one x, this is a axis, here component 2, okay. We are drawing mole fraction, we are taking on this axis, and here we are taking vapor pressure. Suppose here it is a P1, it is the plot of the P1, okay, P1, and it reaches to P1 naught, and here there is a plot of, here it is a P2, that is P2, and here it is P2 naught. So the total P total is equals to P1 plus P2. So this is the graphical representation for the ideal solution. If I go for the non-ideal solution, again it will be different. So how it will be different, that we will explain you in this case while discussing about a non-ideal solution showing the positive and negative deviation. So let me tell you one more time, which is very important. Repeatedly they are asking you the differences. See here, ideals, on the basis of the Raoult's law, the liquid solutions are classified into two categories. One is ideal solution, one more is non-ideal solution, okay. Ideal solution means sometimes even they will ask, what do you mean by ideal solution? Give one example, okay. So ideal solution is a solution which obeys the Raoult's law over the entire range of the concentration. So non-ideal solution which will not going to obey the Raoult's law. It does not obey the Raoult's law over the entire range of the concentration. Clear? And second point, the change in the enthalpy after mixing will be 0. That is, delta H mixing is equals to 0. How it is? I explained already, okay. And then here delta H mixing is not equals to 0. And here delta V mixing is equals to 0. It means after mixing the change in the volume will becomes equals to 0. But here delta V mixing is not equals to 0. And then the total pressure is equals to the sum of the partial pressures of the component 1 and 2. P total is equals to P1 plus P2 in case of ideal solution. But in case of non-ideal solution, P total is not equals to P1 plus P2. And here the intermolecular attractive forces are of AA and BB are nearly equals to AB, but here these are not equals to AB. And you can take the example of bromoethane and chloroethane, N-hexane and N-heptane, and the graphical representation of the ideal solution will be like this. So next, these non-ideal solutions are further divided into two categories, okay. These non-ideal solution is further divided into two categories that we will discuss here.